I hope everybody's doing well today. I just wanted to touch on some things, after being here in the Philippines for a while, coming back and forth, just some more things that I've learned. I just want to share them with you. I think this would be good for those of you who are, newcomers, if you're visiting for whether it be a couple of days, weeks, or if you're going to do long-term stays, which will be obviously more than a month because the visa on arrival once you land here in the Philippines is only for 30 days. So anything past 30 days, I have quite a bit of information I think I can would help you out. Make your trip, a lot more easier and smooth because once you have more information, obviously it makes it where you don't have to, let's say, last minute or things like that. You're more stress, Having more information makes it less stress for you as well, especially when someone goes through certain things that you might have to deal with when you arrive here as well. So I'm going to add some of these things in here. I had put some notes down, so let's get to it, all right? Now, one of the things I did run into recently was I had gotten sick. Doesn't matter. Just look for Doctor Anywhere, download it. It's for the Philippines, okay? Now, it's pretty simple. You can do, which what I did, you can either make an appointment for, but I chose the quick video consultation, right? And they just a random doctor will choose your file once it pops up on their feed, and they'll just do a quick video interview with you. All right. Now, so pretty much what it is, whatever you're sick from, you should usually have a lot of the key details. Maybe take a few images if you want, if it helps. Add it to your file before you start the video consultation. Okay. They usually give you times that you can choose that works best for you. Okay. Now, let's go to the next one. Will be people who are looking to stay long term or short term. Now, short term, of course, you can, you just come to spend and enjoy yourself, go to the bars, the walking streets, the beaches, cave, checking out caves, mountain waterfalls, hiking, things like that. If you're only staying for short term, usually it depends on how much you want to spend, right? Where you plan to stay, the food and things like that. Usually for me, I like more local things. So that means local foods. I don't really want to try anything like Americanized. I'm not really trying to go to McDonald's. I'm not really trying to go to KFC or anything that's Starbucks. All these famous American or more famous brands from other countries. I prefer to stick to mainly Filipino stuff. So I used to like to go to the cafeterias, what they call them, the cafeterias, which is the local cookers, vendors. Usually there'll be some even homes that you might walk past that have their own food set out in front of their homes. That would be called the cafeteria. They sell their usually the rice is around 10 to 15 pesos. You'll get a nice cup full of rice. Then of course they got the foods you can usually choose from. A lot of times people may be cooking pancit, like a fish or a soup, chicken. In the mornings they might have some eggs and hot dogs, stuff like that. The price varies, okay? So usually a portion of meat could cost from like 20 to 50 pesos, okay? Depending what you choose, all right? As well, obviously Jollibee. Jollibee is always one of my favorites. Peach mango pie, one of the best. I think I'm gonna take a nice quick video of that as well, with the palabok, which is my favorite as well. Roughly, palabok is around 150 pesos. The solo palabok solo, I think. Yeah. For those of you who are doing long term now, this is my key advice because the first time I came, I obviously didn't know how the whole immigration thing worked here. So usually, 7 days before the end of your 30-day visa on arrival stay, you have to make sure you try to get there so you don't get in any trouble, right? So you want to do when you obviously go to the immigration. There's two boxes: express or regular. So express is only for people who pretty much passed the 7 day mark and you're already late, or even you stayed a couple months and didn't do your visa. They're gonna check express because you have to because you already overstayed your welcome, right? So the express pay I think is, I believe it's 500 or is it 1,000 extra? One of the two. Now, obviously, if you overstayed, they're gonna add another charge on top of that. So let's say you're gonna extend for another month. Usually, I extend for another month. Um, it would be, if I was overstaying, the original price would be 3,000 pesos. I think 3,050, 3,000 pesos plus 50 pesos at the end. No, so 3,050, right? They would add an extra five and an extra 1,000. So you would be paying an extra 4,500 pesos if you had overstayed and you're going to extend it for another month. All right. Now, if you haven't over you arrive in the country, if you know you're planning to stay a little bit longer, you should just, like, the first few days or so, the first couple weeks or so, just go right to the immigration right away, click in the regular box for a regular, so, and you can get the extension right away. It's only going to cost you 3,500. That's going to save you 1,500, so that you can use that money for whatever you want. Obviously, liquor, food, things like that, which is more important than just, spending extra money for no reason, right? If you can be more organized. So I like to be more organized with it. Okay.